13 on 2.8. All right, Luke, let's read number 5, please. If or let.
Let f be the function defined by the following. Go ahead, read all of those.
All of it.
F of x is equal to sine of x, comma, or sine of x, comma, x is less than 0, x squared, 0 is less than or equal to x, which is less than 1, 2 minus x, 1 is less than or equal to x, which is less than 2, x minus 3, x is greater than or equal to 2. For what values of x is f not continuous? A, 0 only, B, 1 only, C, 2 only, D, 0, 2 only, E, 0, 1, and 2.
Perfect. Thank you. So when we're doing questions like this, the first thing you should do is, what number is identical? This one and this one is identical. That means we're plugging the identical pieces into that individual function. So here I have sine of 0 is equal to 0 squared. That's that part. And let me change my color for the next one. What other two numbers are identical that I could set?
1 and 1.
1 and 1. So again, I'm going to plug in those ones into that function. So I get 1 all squared is equal to 2 minus the 1. And then my last one. What other numbers are identical?
2 and 2.
2 and 2. So when I plug it in, we get 2 minus the 2 is equal to, is that 2 again? Yeah, 2 minus the 3. And let's go ahead and solve for them individually and see what happens. Sine of 0, okay, again, let's recall, is 1 comma 0. And sine is the opposite movement, which is a y movement. So what is the y movement of sine of 0? 0 is equal to 0. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next one. 1 all squared. Oh, my pen. 1 all squared is 1. 2 minus 1 is also 1. Are we happy with that one?
Yep.
And then the last one, we have 2 minus 2 is 0. 2 minus a 3. We're not happy with it. So where is it not continuous? When?
2.
2 only. C.
Hey, why didn't know how to do it?
That's okay.
No, I didn't.
All right. Let's go on to number 13 next.
Welcome to 13.
All right. Number 13, it's either you know or you don't. It's basically the definition of the derivative. So I want to see if the card is going to help us. Na-na-na. Not this one. All right, let's go ahead and underline what we need. And before I do, Kate, go ahead and read number 13, please.
If f is a differentiable function, then f prime of a is given by which of the following?
All right, let's go ahead and underline differentiable function. Let's also box f prime of a. Now, f prime of a basically is a slope function, correct? So let's go ahead and write on here, a slope function is our derivative. And our slope function, according to Algebra 1, is basically change in y over change in x. And I want to look and see which one is following that. And I'll tell you 2 of them is going to work out and 1 of them will not work out. And the one that has to work out is our derivative definition. Which one is approaching 0? 1, 2, or 3?
1.
So we know for sure the answer has to include 1. So by elimination, it can't be B. And they all include 1, right? So that's not very helpful. What else has to do with our slope function? Just by looking at this. 2 or 3? 2. Very good. So we know it has to be 1 and 2. So C it is. That's going back to like 1.2. I'm not going to go back to all of it. So the bottom line is the first one is our instantaneous rate of change. Second one is average rate of change. If y'all remember f of 1 minus f of 0 over 1 minus 0 is what this is referring to. The first one is referring to the instantaneous rate of change. So it is IROC on this one versus AROC.
Oh,
And we've done IROC quite often because that's all of our derivatives. AROC is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.